Dear students, I am going to explain about integration in this lecture. Integration is nothing but a summation of small parts is called integration, and also antiderivation is also called as the integration. Right? Okay. See here, if I take A versus T graph, A versus T graph, if A versus T graph looks like this, consider this is time interval t equal to 0 at later time t. Time interval is t minus 0, that is nothing but time interval is t here. And consider this height of this one is nothing but a. So area under AT graph, area under AT graph gives us, area under AT graph is nothing but length into breadth. It is looking like a rectangular shape. So area is nothing but length into breadth. So here length is nothing but t and breadth is a into t. So a into t. Area is nothing but a into t. We know that acceleration a equal to change in velocity by time interval t. On cross multiplying we will get a into t equal to change in velocity. So area under AT graph is nothing but a into t. A into t can be replaced with change in velocity. Therefore, area under AT graph is change in velocity. We discussed already in the previous classes. Now, if the area under VT graph, I am taking area under VT graph. Consider this breadth is v and time interval is t. Time interval is t from here to here, 0 time, 0 seconds, like this. Now, this area under VT graph, area under VT graph is nothing but length into breadth, that is nothing but v into t. We know velocity v equal to change in position by time interval t minus 0. So velocity on cross multiplying we will get v into t is nothing but delta x. So here area under VT graph is nothing but v into t. V into t is equal to simply delta x. So area under VT graph gives us change in position. Change in position or displacement. Change in position is also called as the displacement. Okay. Now see, if the VT graph is looking like this, we can find out the area directly because it is the shape of rectangle. Now what if the VT graph is not a regular shape? In that case like this, if VT graph is in this shape, it is not a regular shape. We cannot find out the area by using any formula directly. So in such case, we need to divide this total area into small strips like this, small strips like this. Okay, consider this strip. This strip is approximately a rectangle. This strip is approximately a rectangle like this. Okay, so rectangle area we can find it out directly. And take another strip. This strip is also a rectangle. If we further divide these strips into smaller ones like this, almost every strip is a rectangle. So area of one strip is nothing but v, and time interval in that range is nothing but delta t. Area of one strip is equal to velocity v into delta t. Okay, delta t, not delta t. This total interval is nothing but delta t. the time interval of small strip is indicated with infinite small strip is indicated with dt. Delta t is nothing but time interval of large range. Dt is nothing but time interval of very small strip, dt, vdt. Area of one strip is vdt or v delta t, whatever it is. Okay, so I want to find out the total area. Total area is nothing but summation of area of all strips. Summation of area of all strips. That is nothing but summation of v delta t is nothing but velocity into time is nothing but what? Displacement. So delta x is equal to summation of v dt. If you want to get total area, summation of delta x, total area, in that case the small strips can be further divided into very small strips. In that case, summation will become integration and delta will become d. Delta x will become dx and delta t will become dt. Okay, so I am applying the same on both sides of this equation. So integral, summation is replaced with integral when strip area further divided into small strips. That is, strip length is, if strip width is very small, in that case summation will become integration. So summation is replaced with integration. Delta x will become dx, infinite small displacement is equal to summation is replacing with integration v dt. Delta t will become dt. Integral v dt. Integral delta x equal to integral v dt. Here what is changing? Dx. Position is changing. Here position is changing. Right? Position is changing from initial position to final position. Xi to xf. Limits are lower limit. We call this as lower limit. And this is called as upper limit. And here what is changing? Time is changing from initial time to final time. This is called as lower limit and this is upper limit. I am not going in detail about integration here. I am just giving some basic concepts. So I would like to give you one or two formulas here only. Integral x to the power of n dx is equal to, here we are integrating with respect to x. X to the power of n dx equal to x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. This is the formula that we are going to use oftenly. And the second formula is integral 1 by x dx equal to ln x, natural logarithm of x, that is log base e of x. Ln x is nothing but natural logarithm or log x base e. Okay, so here I would like to solve some problems on this. Integral x to the power of n dx, that is example number 1. Find integral x cube dx, that is nothing but here n equal to 3. In this case n equal to 3. So our formula is integral x to the power of n dx is nothing but x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So x to the power of 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1, that equal to x to the power of 4 by 4 plus some constant c, where c is called as the integration constant. Integration constant. Okay. Next, and another example number 2. Find integral x to the power of 3 dx, same problem. Here limits from x equal to 0 to x equal to 4. Here lower limit is 0, upper limit is 4. So again, by integrating we will get x to the power of n plus 1. That means 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1. Here lower limit is x equal to 0 and upper limit is x equal to 4. That means x to the power of 4 by 4, limits from 0 to 4. Right. So here I am applying upper limit wherever x is there. So I am keeping 4 in place of x. So first I am applying upper limit 4 to the power of 4 divided by 4 minus. Now apply lower limit wherever x is there. Keep 0. 0 to the power of 4 divided by 4. So this is the answer. So that is equal to 4 to the power of 4 by 4 minus 0. That equal to 4 to the power of 4 is nothing but 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 divided by 4. Divided by 4. This 4 and 4 get cancelled. 4 into 4 16. 16 into 4 64. So integral x to the power of 3 dx, limits from 0 to 4 is nothing but answer is 64. We call it as definite integrals. Okay, answer is 64 here. Next, another one is example number 3. Example number 3. Find integration of x square plus 2x plus 1 dx, where limits from 1 to 3. Limits from 1 to 3. So in this case, we should distribute dx for all the terms. That is nothing but integral 1 to 3 x square dx, plus sign is there, so plus integral 1 to 3 2x dx, 2x dx, plus integral 1 to 3 1 dx, 1 dx. Okay, I am writing the next step here. Here the next step is nothing but integral x square dx, limits from 1 to 3, plus 2 is constant, I can take it as common. Integral 1 to 3, what is there? X is there, x dx, plus integral 1 to 3 1. 1 can be written as x to the power of 0 into dx. Okay, and next step will become integral x square is nothing but integral x square, x to the power of 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1, that means x cube by 3, limits from 1 to 3, plus 2 into x to the power of 1, means x to the power of 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1, that is x square by 2, limits from 1 to 3, plus integral x to the power of 0 dx is nothing but x to the power of 0 plus 1 by 0 plus 1, limits from 1 to 3. Okay, I am substituting the limits here. Here apply upper limit first. Wherever x is there, just put 3. 3 cube by 3. 3 cube by 3 minus apply lower limit 1 cube by 3. 1 cube by 3 plus next one is 2 into 2 by 2. 2 and this 2 cancels out. What is there? Only x square. So x square is there. Substitute upper limit first. Wherever x is there, just keep upper limit. So x square, that is 3 square minus In the place of x, just substitute lower limit, that is 1 square, 3 square minus 1 square, plus x to the power of 1 by 1 means x. Substitute upper limit first. What is upper limit? In the place of x, just keep 3. 3. Just x is there. X to the power of 1 by 1 is nothing but x. So in the place of x, first upper limit 3 minus lower limit is 1. So the final answer is 3 cube means 9. 9 minus 1, 8 by 3. 8 by 3 plus 3 cube minus 1. 3 square minus 1. Sorry, 3 cube is nothing but 27 minus 1, 26. 26 divided by 3. Plus 3 square is 9 minus 1 square is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. Plus 3 minus 1 is 2. So the final answer is 3 10 ja 30 plus 26. 56 by 3 is the final answer. Okay. Right. I would like to give you one more example here. Example number 3. Integral find. Practice. Integral 2 to 4 x cube plus 2x square plus 4x minus 5 dx. Solve this. Another one. Integral 1 to 4 x cube plus 5x minus 6 into dx. Solve this one also. These are homework. And another one, integral 2 to 3 x to the power of 4 minus 5x cube plus 3x square minus 2x plus 6 into dx. Solve this one also. And final one, integral 0 to 2 x to the power of 6 plus 5x square minus 3x into dx. Solve this one also. And solve integral, just integral x to the power of 7 plus 6x to the power of 5 plus 5x to the power of 4 minus 4x cube plus 3x square minus 2x plus 7 into dx. Just solve this without limits, upper limit and lower limit. Okay. How many homeworks are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. All the best. Thank you. One more question. If acceleration a equal to 3t plus 4, then find change in velocity in terms of time. In terms of time. Okay. So for this question, if a equal to 3t plus 4, then find change in velocity in terms of time. For this question, we know acceleration a is equal to change in rate of change of velocity, a equal to dv by dt. On cross multiplying, we will get a dt is equal to dv. That means change in velocity dv equal to a dt. This is small, infinitesimally small change in velocity. So now what I am doing is integrate on both sides. Integrating on both sides like this. Integral dv equal to integral a dt. Okay. So integral dv. Here what is changing? Velocity is changing From where to where? Initial velocity to final velocity. And here what is changing? Time is changing from 0 to initial time 0 to final time t, like this. Okay. So integral dv can be written as v to the power of 0 into dv. V to the power of 0 is nothing but 1. 1 dv is nothing but again dv. Limits from vi to vf. Our initial velocity is nothing but v0 and final velocity is v, like this, equal to integral 0 to t a. What is a here? A is given as 3t plus 4 into dt. Is this clear? Okay. So integral, it is in the form of integral v dv. It is in the form of x to the power of n dx. The formula is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay. Apply for this. So v to the power of 0 plus 1 by 0 plus 1, because here n equal to 0. Limits from v0 to v equal to integral 3t. Integral 3t is nothing but 3 to the power of 1. 3 into integral t is nothing but t to the power of 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1, limits from 0 to t, plus 4 4 into, we can write it as 4t power 0 is nothing but 4 only. T power 0 is nothing but 1. 4 into 1 is 4 only. So 4 into t power 0 plus 1 by 0 plus 1, limits from 0 to t. Okay. So v to the power of 0 by 0 plus 1 by 0 plus 1 is nothing but v. Limits from v0 to v equal to 3 t square by 2. So by 2 is taken as common, t square, and limits from 0 to t, plus 4 t power 1 by 1 is nothing but t, and limits from 0 to t. And now the final answer is, wherever v is there, substitute upper limit v minus substitute lower limit v minus v0 is equal to 3 by 2. Substitute upper limit wherever t is there. Upper limit is t again, t square minus 0 square plus 4 into t minus 0. Upper limit minus lower limit. So final answer is change in velocity. V minus v0 is nothing but change in velocity equal to 3 by 2 t square plus 4t. This is the answer. Okay.